Are you approaching retirement age and maybe you're just not enjoying your job as much as you used to? Well, I'm kind of going through the same thing. I've been doing this sales rep position for over 30 years now. And we have good days and bad days. And right now it's gloomy out. It's, cloudy or fog covering the area. And I wanted to make this video because, a lot of times things just don't go the way, we expect. And I had a great sales week last week. This week is very, very frustrating. It's like I go from one extreme to the other. And I don't know if all the sales happened last week and made that week look really good, or if I'm just now, trying to catch up from that week. And, it's frustrating. It's frustrating when you drive and see clients and a lot of them just don't seem to value what you have to offer or just not interested in your offerings. And it's so easy today. And some of our brands are actually sold in the stores and they would just rather go there to buy them. And I don't know what kind of business you're in or if you're still working, but are you at that point where, you've basically had enough and are considering doing something else? Well, for me, I don't really want to retire. And, I really am not financially set up to retire because, I have a special needs son and we've spent a lot of money over the years. Instead of putting into our savings, we put into his therapies and education and whatnot. So I do have a 401 and it's a decent size, but not really that great considering how many years I should have been putting into this. And I'm hoping that, when I get closer to that age, I'm still going to be doing something to contribute to my income. Now, I would love to just stay doing this business, but it's become kind of stressful to the point where, our company is stressing, they want us to continue to have increases and build our business in a time where we have a lot of things working against us. It's not like it was in years past when all of our products were pretty much exclusive. They weren't so easy to get. And also our customers, salon stylists are struggling with their clients buying stuff online. So it's like comes full circle. They're struggling, we're struggling as far as retail goes. And it's harder and harder to get them to buy chemical services because it's not as easy for them to make that switch from their current hair color or their brands that they use to one of my brands. Even though I have some incredible new technology that could be life-changing for them and their clients, they still just have a hard time making that switch. Even when we give samples out, which those are very expensive to give out. And, when you give them samples and they don't use them, or they'll just sit in the back room and collect dust for months on end. And then finally, someday they may try them or they may not. It just may go to waste. It's frustrating for the manufacturers to put all this money out and, get very little results in return. But I have some great brands and great products. But like I said, right now I'm going through a tough time. And this is just being totally transparent. It's not always all roses. Even though my last name is Rose, it's not all roses as far as the way life goes. So sometimes life hands you some tougher times. And even though I think our country's headed in the right direction, it's going to take some time for all of that to filter down to us. So I think a lot of people are struggling right now trying to still make ends meet. Everything is going up in price. I was able to save on auto insurance by switching my auto insurance. Not just a little bit. I saved hundreds of dollars every 6 months. So probably over $1,000 in a year's time. And, I'm starting to look more at my expenses and things that we spend money on that seem to just go out the window every month. And you may want to start looking at that too, because somewhere you're going to come to a point where when you do make that decision to leave the company or to do something different, you want to make sure that your expenses aren't, outpacing the income that you'll bring in. Now, my Social Security is not going to be, a ton of money, and I couldn't live on that alone. So no matter what, I'm going to have to do something. And like I said, even I don't even think most of my customers even see my videos, but just to give them peace, as long as people still value what I do, and as long as my company won't continue to put pressure on me to be that in the top 5 to keep the company going, it's I just don't have the energy to call on a gazillion customers in a single day. I'd rather spend more quality time with my customers than to try to see 20 people in a day. And to me, that's just not effective. You're just throwing down, product info sheets, deal sheets and stuff like that, and you're not really, gaining anything. And it's also harder to see people in this day and time. There's so many stylists and studios, and they don't really have much time to even see or talk to you. So you're lucky to have a minute or less to even kind of give them anything or any information of value. And I make videos, educational videos, so that I can send them links so that they can learn about it later. But the problem is most people are so overwhelmed with social media and all this information overload. They see your video, they say, oh, I'll watch this later. Well, later never comes. I can tell you, I get some people that will watch videos months later. They finally get to it. So I'm not saying it's a waste of time making videos on education and stuff like that, but it's a real challenge to get people to watch. And so I'm trying to find topics that will help them and give them more information on how to improve their business. And that's my hair care business. Now, for my Primetime Collective people, the people over 40, I'm going to be continuing making videos that hopefully will give value to you to help you either figure out your own video strategy or where you want to go with making videos on YouTube. And then, of course, I'm going to be doing like real life stuff like product reviews, tech reviews, tech tips and help that will appeal to, people my age, in my age range, really over 40. But, just keep in mind, I'm going to be 63 soon. So I'm in the upper range of that. But I've seen YouTube creators on YouTube that are in their 80s and they're doing very well. So I think, our group has a lot to offer other people out there, especially people our age and even the younger people. A lot of the younger people want to get advice from their elders because we have the experience and the knowledge that we've gained all these years. And these younger people that are trying to give everybody advice, well, some of them are really good because they're good at what they do. Like if they're, into the tech part of it, they can really pick up that tech. And whereas maybe somebody older, it's not as easy for them to get it. But when they make videos, they're making it, they're not really appealing to the older crowd because they give it in such quick, highly edited cuts and everything that, we can't really process it quick enough. Because when you don't understand something, when you put out that information, we got to process it. We got to kind of like think about it. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm not hardly editing much anymore. If I do, it'll be for certain reasons because I need to, because it'll make the video more valuable, but it won't be quick cuts like I used to make. And if you noticed, I'm not making that many shorts either. I said in a previous video that I was done with shorts, but I'm trying to rethink that strategy. And I don't know if that's going to be a totally good strategy to totally eliminate it because, I think YouTube wants people to make shorts or else they wouldn't have created that category. So I think in certain situations, I'm going to be doing that. But it's going to be not just like 7-second shorts, or at least the majority of them won't be. And I probably need to do a little bit more hair care videos to appeal to that crowd. And of course, keeping in mind that these videos should appeal to the over 40 group as well. So anyway, that's my, my situation now. What are you going through? Are you challenged with the same kind of thing? I mean, you may not be in this industry, but tell me what you do for a living and what kind of challenges you guys are going through, because we only hear from certain people about other industries. I'm kind of curious to see what real challenges people that are my age, like getting closer to retirement age, what kind of challenges are you facing? Is your company trying to push you out because you're at that age and they don't want to pay you your salary? In my business, I all my earnings are 100% commission. I don't get any salary whatsoever. I don't get paid any of my expenses, my gas, car, nothing. So basically, the more I sell, the more I make, and so that's how I make my money and how I increase my income, or how I make less when I don't sell as much. So I know a lot of people out there are on salary with a company with benefits. So is it worth leaving your job early to and possibly lose those benefits? Maybe Medicare or Medicaid might pick up those health care benefits. Let me know in the comments, what you're going through, because I'm kind of curious to see what everybody's challenges are and how it relates to what I'm doing. Because I've been in my little bubble for over 30 years. And when you work in one industry for so long, this is all you see. I deal with hairdressers all day long, and and also our industry reps. But I work by myself. I don't work with anybody in my company. I call in orders. We're on basically weekly. We're on a weekly Zoom call. That's about the gist of what we get on a regular basis. And then every couple of months we meet as a group, at a location for our sales meeting. And we do that about 4 times a year, because there are certain times where it's just not feasible to do. Usually in the middle of the summer, and then also the beginning of the year, because of where they're located, the snow and everything, and the cold. But anyway, this video has gone long enough. I just wanted to see or let you know, hey, this is real life for me. It's not always positive. Sometimes I need to be built up. So hopefully this is not a downer video, but this is like total transparency. I just want to let you know that even creators, and I'm, when I'm watching other creators, a lot of them are going through massive challenges. Some of them that are even very, very successful, they get burned out. And then like this one creator, I can't remember her name, but she left YouTube for over a year. Over a year. She got that burned out. And another creator, same kind of thing happened. Actually, I think she said she had a stroke, and she's young. So we want to do life as stress-free as possible. And the older you get, the more health issues you can potentially have. So my advice to anybody watching, and I'm not perfect. I'm not, my health isn't 100% perfect. But you need to do some kind of active activity every day, or at least 3 to 5 times a week. I think three days a week is minimum. And I still work out at the gym, 4 or 5 times a week, and it keeps my muscle tone good, and it's supposed to help with your bones, to stave off osteoporosis. So take care of your health. Get blood work on a regular basis. Check your blood pressure, even though mine's not always that great. And you just take care of yourself. And that'll go a long way to to helping you better deal with life and what you do all day long at your job. All right. Well, I appreciate you watching this far. If you watched the whole thing, and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and click the bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. I'm trying to do 2 to 3 videos a week. Sometimes it's not always that easy, but when I'm doing them like this and I don't have to do a lot of edit, it's easier for me to do. The biggest work is coming up with the title and the thumbnail and all of that. This is the easy part. And I'm trying to get better at speaking so that I don't have a lot of ahs and ums. And so it's painful sometimes to watch my videos through because, you know, as a creator or as most people just don't like the way they hear or talk. And I'm trying to prove that video by video. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, but please comment. Please let me know what's going on. It also helps the algorithm, help my video get some views. And I would like to really improve on my channel and really take off focusing on Primetime Collective. So have a great day. Peace, and may God bless you.